Well, good morning, Gulf Lake Church. I am so glad to join you this morning back here in Citrus County. Hope you've had a great week so far. Of course, tonight we have Bible study with Pastor Lloyd, teaching on the Holy Spirit. And then, of course, we have our marriage class going on that is continuing on in the Life Center. And we have youth Bible studies, and we have our children's ministry. Of course, our college ministry is also here on Wednesday night. They'll meet in classroom 2. So a lot of things going on in our church for you to be involved in on a Wednesday night. So I hope to see you there tonight. I just, on a whim, I guess you would say, got back last night. I drove all the way up, my son and I, to Asbury University in Kentucky to see what the Lord is doing over there in Kentucky. And we were not disappointed whatsoever. The Lord is moving mightily on that university. Not going to share a whole lot here, but I tell you, pray. Even though they have shut it down to the public, it is still moving mightily among the students. In fact, I was received word that Texas A&M is now having services that are going on 6 and 7 hours. Baylor University, things have started over there, and it appears that there is a movement of God and among our colleges, which is such an incredible thing for a generation, this generation, Gen Z, to experience. And I was happy just to sit and take it in. There is nothing like being in the presence of God and knowing that you are in the presence of God. It's not really easy to put in words what that is like. If I'm being real honest, I'm pretty articulate with words and pretty good with descriptions, but I may be at a loss of words. But this morning I want to read out of chapter 84 of Psalms, verse 10. It says this, it says, "For a day in your courts is better than 1,000 elsewhere. I would rather stand at the threshold of the house of my God than dwell in the tents of the wickedness." I tell you, there is nothing like the presence of God. There is nothing that you can experience that will top that. And there's nothing I would desire more than to see God actually do a movement and show up in a mighty, mighty, mighty way within our own churches. The church has always been God's plan. From Acts chapter 2, that was always the plan for the churches to go out. And we need to be praying for the churches to desire to sit in the presence of God. And we need to pray for the whatever is stirring in our young people, for it to continue to stir. Because if it doesn't stir, our churches in the future are going to be more empty than full. I keep referring back to just my experience. The town of Wilbur, Kentucky is only about 6,000 people. In fact, if you were just driving through and didn't know, you would miss it. It is, when I showed up, there was just car after car and people and more people. If you've seen some of my Facebook posts, you'll see there's just thousands of people on this little bitty campus, and it is quite amazing to see what God is doing there, and people just hungering for the presence of God. As we began to walk and get close to the campus, you could sense and see that there is something different going on. And someone says, "What if you don't get in?" I said, "It doesn't even matter." I said, and I think that was where I met people from Chicago, from Ukraine, from Wisconsin, from people drove in from New Jersey. I mean, nearly almost every state was represented sometime during these events. And it's pretty amazing that people are just hungering for just a glimpse, even a glimmer of the presence of God. So this morning, as you go through your day, I'm praying that we would all desire a movement in the presence of God in our life and in our church. Better is one day. Better is one moment. Better is 1 minute in the presence of God than 1,000 anywhere else. And I truly mean that with all of my heart. What a incredible opportunity there was, and I'm so thankful to be able to be a part of that. That is all I'm going to leave you with this morning, and I am tired. I am pretty worn out, but wouldn't trade it for anything. I hope you have an amazing day. I hope to see you tonight in Bible study. And if not, I'll see you on Sunday at church.